What is going on, guys? Boy Trent's back in a video. Today we're going to check out and review a e-bike coming in from KingBull. This is the KingBull Discover 2.0 e-bike. And over here on the side it does say the model Discover 2.0. Also the color on this is space gray. Of course you guys see a couple other color options you can get on this. We got measurements and also the weight on this as well too. 98 pounds. And this here is the first look inside the box. So it looks like everything was packaged up pretty good from what I can tell. You know, a lot of this is strapped down as well too. So we still got plenty more cutting to do for sure. But anyway, this is how the bike arrived at my house. Everything is now out of the box. All the plastic, all the styrofoam, all that stuff is gone, and this is what we got left. So I will be honest with you, it probably took 15 minutes just to get rid of all that plastic and styrofoam and get everything uncut and all that stuff. But anyway, this is what we got left. So as far as assembly, well, part of this is put together, as you guys can see. But yeah, there's still several things that will have to be put together. So just kind of a few things right quick. Of course, one of the tires is already put together, but we will have to attach the other tire here in a few minutes. Of course, we'll have to install the handlebars, the headlight, the seat, the fender, the tail light will have to be installed on the back. Pedals are in this box over here. The rack will have to be installed, and there's still maybe a few more things as well too, but assembly is going to take a little bit for sure. So I do want to talk about some of these other boxes right quick, and we'll start with this box over here on the left first. So there is 3 books inside here. So this first one is just the display manual. So basically just information about this screen. And then the second book here, it says Discover 2.0 Quick Assembly Guide. So of course, all your parts will be listed in here. And also inside this book, we'll be showing you how to assemble the bike. It looks like there's not too many steps, so hopefully it won't take too long. And then this last book here says Get More Fun with Your New e-bike, KingBull. Several pages inside there. And then of course in this bag you got a couple pedals. Of course you got one pedal for the left and one pedal for the right. Of course this will be like your tools over here, and you got a few more things in here as well too. Of course your battery over here, little gauge in that box. Over here is your bicycle hose reflector. So this book here is the display manual book. It's only 7 pages. And of course, in this book, you can pause and read some of this if you want to. But basically, it's just talking about your little display screen. And of course, on this display screen, it's going to show you like your battery percentage. It's going to show you how fast you're going. And it's going to show you some more things on this screen as well too. But you inside the book, it's just kind of telling you just all the information about your display screen. And yeah, that's it. So this book here says Discover 2.0 Quick Assembly Guide. And this book is only 5 pages, I believe, maybe 6. But anyway, of course, on page 1, it's showing you some of the parts you will have to install. And then you start turning the pages. It's going to say like step 1, step 2, step 3. So of course, it's going to show you how to install the handlebars, install the headlight. It's going to talk about how to install the front wheel, the pedals, the seats, and more. And then book number 3 says, get more fun with your new e-bike, KingBull. So this book here is a lot bigger for sure. So of course, in this book, we got information about important stuff, safety, pre-ride checklist, safety precautions, weight limits, riding with a child, basic riding technique, caring for your e-bike, warranty, and e-bike diagrams. So yeah, all kind of pages in here. 26 pages total. It says remove the yellow spacer from the brake caliper, position the wheel between the front forks, and ensure the brake rotor fits between the brake calipers. Slide the front wheel axle into place, align the rotor correctly with the caliper, and tighten the bolts securely. And then it also says make sure the tire, front fork, and handlebars are aligned, and then tighten the side screws on the head tube. And just kind of a heads up on the fender. So actually with the fender, the one with the front tire and then the one with the back tire, these two not going the same way. So actually one of these is going to be put in one way and then the other one's going to be put in the opposite way. So just kind of a heads up on that. But yeah, installing the fender was pretty easy. Installing the tire was also pretty easy as well too. That tire is looking pretty nice. Step number 2 was we installed the headlight. Make sure your headline is also lined up correctly with your wheel. And of course, make sure this little bracket is there in the back. Of course, the bolt here in the front. Handlebars are in. All the screws, all the bolts, all that stuff is lined up correctly and in. Step number 4 involves the seat. Now the seat, it is adjustable, so of course you can raise this up if you want to, you can raise it down if you want to, you can put the seat wherever you want to, and of course whenever you have it where you want it, of course just make sure you lock it into place pretty good. Next up was the pedals. So the pedals are pretty easy to install as well too. Total of 2 pedals included in the box. And one of them will say L for the left and the other pedal is going to say R for the right. Also on the pedal, it's actually going to show you guys which way to turn it as well too. So just pay attention to the arrows on the pedals. And if you do it correctly, you'll have no problems installing the pedals. Next up is the rack. And this is also pretty easy to install as well too. So here at the rack, of course, you guys kind of see it. You do have some of these bolts and nuts and stuff like that you have to put in as well too. So you do have one of these down here and one of these up here. Other side, the same way. You got one of them right there and the other one is going to be down at the bottom. But yeah, of course, just make sure everything is lined up correctly. Get everything tightened pretty good. And yeah, you'll have no problems with that. So of course there's a headlight on the front, but also we got a tail light on the back. So with the tail light, of course, you guys see it, the light will be here on the outside. Of course, your bolts and that type of stuff will be here on the front. So of course, just make sure everything is tight pretty good and you'll have no problems installing the tail light. So assembly on this bike actually went by a lot quicker than what I was expecting, to be honest with you. I was kind of thinking at first, I'm like, yeah, you know, this may actually take 30 or 40, 45 minutes. But actually, yeah, this went by a lot quicker than what I was expecting. I think assembly on this took right there around 15 to 20 minutes. The instructions are pretty easy, simple, easy to understand. I gotta say, you know, I've put many e-bikes together. Some of them took longer than this one. But yeah, this is one of the easiest e-bikes I think I've ever put together. Okay, so that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Also, hey, if you can, just leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Will be greatly appreciated. And also, hey, don't forget, if you're interested in this bike, I will leave a link to the product down in the comments and description. See you guys in this video. Have a good one. I'm out.